Hey everyone, I'm Sneha Mashetty and welcome to my channel, The Girl with an Opinion. In this space, I talk about a bunch of things like books, movies, travel, productivity and finance tips, and a lot more. So if any of these topics interest you, consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. From all the plants around me and the title of the video, you might have already guessed that I'm going to talk about plants. Growing up, both Hari and I had a lot of trees and plants around us. Especially with regard to me, my parents had so many fruit trees, flowering plants, and a lot more. I remember us having three mango trees in the compound, and during summer, my sisters and I would have a competition of who would collect the maximum number of mangoes by the end of the day. Oh my God, we grew up around all of those trees and plants. So naturally, when we got married and moved into our own home, we got a lot of plants home. And by the time we hit the pandemic, we had about 80 to 90 pots at home with different kinds of plants. And obviously, when we had nowhere else to go, we started maintaining and studying more about that plants. And that is what kept us going. And during this diving deep into gardening, I realized how much these plants helped me in my personal development. In today's video, I'm going to talk about those lessons that I learned from plants. Don't worry, I'm not going to make it very lengthy or boring. It's just going to be small anecdotes and us having a conversation. So let's get started. Whenever we got a new plant home, I would get super excited and start watering it very regularly, dig the top layer of soil and put in manure, and basically did everything I could to take really good care of the plant. Few weeks after, the watering would get slightly irregular and the manuring was almost not present, to be very honest. And obviously, a few weeks after that, the plants would start to droop. And when I saw that, I would get back to again taking care of the plants very regularly. And then again, they started thriving. This was an endless cycle of drooping, thriving, drooping, and thriving. And then I understood that for anything to grow, consistency is key. I started taking care of the plants regularly, and whatever little I did it very regularly and consistently. And that's when I saw my plants grow and thrive. Like I just said, every time we got a new plant, I used to take really good care of it. Sometimes I overdid it too. Too much of water, too much of manure. I did it all. And I must admit, in the process, I might have killed an Aurelia or two by overwatering. That's when I understood that too much of anything is not good. To live a wholesome life, you need to have a balance of all aspects and not really do too much of anything. To maximize the number of plants I could accommodate in my balcony, I would put all of them really close together. All I cared about is to have as many plants as possible. And slowly, I realized that this was restricting the growth of my plants. They were not able to grow to their fullest potential or blossom. This really applies to every scenario in life. Whether it is our loved ones or us ourselves, we need to take the space for us to grow to our fullest potential. If it is your relationship, also, or generally any other thing in life, make sure you're giving space. That's very important. Whether it is dry leaves or a dried branch, if we don't remove it from the plant system uses all its energy to revive it. What ends up happening is that it stunts the growth of the rest of the plant. This is because all the energy and nutrients are wasted on reviving the dried branch. Similarly, in life, if we don't get rid of our unwanted thoughts or negative energy, it stunts our growth too. Whether it is an extended relative who's annoying or a toxic friend, it's important to say goodbye to them so that we move in the right direction and grow to our fullest potential. An extension of what I just said is that no matter how much care I took of few of my plants, they never grew. And only when I moved them from one location to another, they flourished. That's when I understood it's important to have the right environment around us to live our best life. These were a few lessons that gardening taught me. If this video inspired you to get into gardening, here are a few easy to care for plants: money plant or pothos, jade, snake plant, and syngonium. I'll leave the links to all of them in the description so that it's easy for you. If you like this video, please like, share, and comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe and help us reach 1,000 subscribers.